You ever wish you could do things when you say you're going to do them? Maybe it's cleaning a room, going to the gym, maybe something more ambitious, you want to work on a project, but you keep finding yourself delaying it. It can be quite frustrating for some people and even a sign of lack of self respect, but luckily, this can be overcome through self improvement. Nowadays, we battle many addictions on a day to day basis, some of which include social media, junk food, Netflix, video games, vape/cigarettes. All of these are taking away our focus, mental health, and physical health, as well as tampering with our dopamine baseline. So, we must do everything in our power to stay away from these activities. The above mentioned activities are all instant gratification activities. These are activities where, right now, as soon as you take part in them, you'll experience a reward. But in the long run, they serve no purpose. Matter of fact, most of the time, they're bad for you in the long run. Let me give you an example. Junk food. Right now, when you eat it, it tastes great, sure. But it'll also sidetrack you from your fitness goals, as well as maybe cause you to gain some weight. We must do everything in our power to stay away from these instant gratification activities. It can be quite hard, yes, I understand that. It took me a long time to get over them as well. But you need to do everything in your power to fight this battle because it's a battle worth fighting. On the other hand, delayed gratification activities will work you wonders. Delayed gratification activities will be hard right now, but in the long run, they will give you a more lasting and fulfilling reward. These activities include exercising, eating healthy, working on a project, studying, working on a business, anything that right now it's hard, but in the long run, it's worth it. To give an example, let's say eating healthy. Eating healthy, first day, the next day you wake up, you may feel a little more energized, but it's not going to happen the first day. After maybe a month, a year of eating healthy, you will truly feel the importance of it. You won't want to go back to fast food. You will understand just how much it's helping you. So, the point here is that you need to understand this is a long journey, but it's a journey that's worth embarking upon. Some things to consider. You need to have the expectations in your mind that you will not be perfect all the time. Do not aim for perfection, aim for consistency. You will not be on your diet all the time, for example. You will not be able to stay on a rigid study schedule all the time. You will not be able to do anything all the time. There will be obligations you will have to attend to. There will be distractions. There will be days where you're tired. But the point is, you need to push past that. You need to understand what's happened. Okay, I didn't work that hard today. I've understood that. Let me go to sleep earlier. Let's wake up the next day early, bright and fresh, and focus on what we missed out yesterday. You need to have that mindset. You can't have that mindset that I must do everything, and if I miss even one thing, the whole thing's ruined. You can't have that expectation in your mind. Another thing to consider is breaking it down into steps. Now, if you look at I want to get a great physique, now that's quite daunting by itself. But let's break it down. What do you break that down into? You need good diet, you need good sleep, and you need good exercise in the gym. Okay, break those down further. How do you get the diet part in? Let's say I should eat eggs, rice, chicken, whatever it may be. I'm just giving an example. You narrow it down until the point where it seems doable. You can't just look at something big and scary and be all frightened, because that's honestly what it's going to do to you. You need to understand this is a hard journey, but you need to set realistic expectations and you need to understand exactly what you're going to face during this journey. There are several pillars of self improvement I would like to touch upon. You should keep in mind that when you improve one pillar, the other one improves. They are complementary of each other and they are extremely unique. The first pillar of self improvement would be focusing on your mental health. Most people neglect their mental health and actually confuse its true definition. Improving your mental health does not mean on days where you feel down, eat ice cream in bed. It means you should, for example, improve your relationship with God. You should meditate. You should prioritize yourself. You should do hard work even when it's really hard to do it. You need to understand that if you do not improve your mental health, you will end up quitting much sooner than you think. Mental health is the thing that keeps us intact during this journey. You need to have a sense of hope. You can't have hope without good mental health. I'll make a full video about it in the future explaining just how you can improve your mental health. But as for right now, if you could focus on these three things, that would be great. The second pillar of self-improvement would be focusing on your sleep. Most people neglect their sleep, but I counter against that. Improving your sleep improves your testosterone production, improves your circadian rhythm, it improves your energy levels, it improves your motivation, it improves your mood, it does everything good. You need to recharge during the night. You should ideally be getting 8 to 9 hours of nighttime sleep, as this will help with your circadian rhythm as well as keep you energized. It is important that it's nighttime, because if you do it daytime, you will find yourself a lot more groggy and less energized, and you need that early morning sunlight. Early morning sunlight is another benefit of sleeping early, because early morning sunlight is part of your circadian rhythm. Again, it's part of sleep. I will touch upon all of this in a future video. The third pillar of self-improvement would be improving your social skills. You must be able to communicate with people effectively. You must be part of a social group. That social group, whether it be 1, 2, 3, however many people, they should be uplifting you. They should inspire you to be better. More importantly, they should be better than you, because when they are better than you will have that sense of, I need to become better. You will have that competition, you will have that drive to become better, and you will, if they are supportive people, you will succeed. Because like the phrase goes, if you hang around 4 millionaires, you'll become the fifth. You hang around 4 jack people, you'll become the fifth. You hang around 4 losers, you'll become the fifth. Improve your social skills, hang around the right people, and become your best self. The fourth pillar of self-improvement would be working on your physical health. Your physical health can be divided into 2 categories: eating healthy and exercising. Several activities of exercise can be named, such as tennis, basketball, squash, gym, calisthenics, running, jogging, walking, whatever it may be. All it has to be is something that gets your heart pumping. It needs to induce some sort of pain as well as some sort of challenge, because you need to do physical exercise that is challenging for you. There are many people out there who do mild exercise and never end up actually seeing any progress, because you need to have some sort of challenge in your physical exercise. You need to be trying harder the next week from the previous week. The second thing is eating healthy. You can eat healthy through eating whole foods, which include rice, chicken, eggs, milk, any sort of thing you can think of that it's a single ingredient. Multiple things were not forged to make it, such as junk food, any sort of like mayonnaise, all these different things. You don't know exactly what's been in them. They add chemicals, they make it processed, and it's overall worse for your health. It's worse for your mood, it's worse for your energy, it is worse for your life expectancy. Please keep your health in mind. Physical health is one of the most important things you can focus on. It is one of the easiest things you can focus on out of all of these, in my opinion, because physical health is something that is just, you have to do. And when you start working on your physical health, everything else becomes a lot more easy. When you're eating healthier, your mind is sharper, so when you're working on your work, you will notice that you can work at a better pace. You understand better. So please keep eating healthy and exercise a valid priority. The last pillar of self-improvement is focusing on your purpose and mindset. Now, for your purpose, it is extremely important you have a purpose. You need to have your why so you can do the how. There will be days where you will be unmotivated, you'll be tired, you'll have obligations, you will have some sort of excuse. And this is where your why will come into play. Why am I working this hard? For me personally, my purpose is I want to travel the world. I want to experience the world. I want to be an explorer. I want to be my best self. Many reasons. I have a strong purpose, which is why I will work hard even on the days where I don't feel like working. I have that strong why, and it's gotten me this far. You need to have your own purpose. It can be whatever you want, but before you even start self-improvement, write down on a piece of paper why you want to do this. Even I've done it myself. You need to write down your purpose. The second thing is your mindset. You must ensure you have the correct mindset. I've mentioned it earlier, but I'm repeating it again. You need to understand this is a long journey. You will experience bumps. You need to push through to your purpose. You will have to understand that you'll have to break it down into steps, like I mentioned earlier. Focus on the first step, then go to the next, the next, the next. This will make it so simple. The actual goal will seem easy to you. You got to understand. Imagine your goals like, I want to make $1 million a year. I want to get a good physique. If you break it down into smaller steps, you will actually begin to see it. You need to understand that your mindset is half of it. If your mindset is correct, you will endure all the pain. And also, you need to understand this is a long process. Whatever you want to do, don't expect a year, 2 years, not even 3 years. If you want something great in life, and I'm talking about something that really, like, people dream about, these type of things, you will need to be prepared. 5 years plus is the amount of time you should be prepared for. Getting a great physique, it'll take that long. Becoming successful, it'll take that long. Getting a good job, it'll take that long. Whatever you want to do, you need to be prepared of how long it's going to take. This is why your purpose and your mindset are important. So for that long amount of time, you are consistent. You don't have to be perfect, but you have to be consistent. Well, that about concludes the video. I hope you've gained some valuable knowledge from this. I put a lot of effort into it. Please subscribe if you want more content like this. I'll be making individual videos on each of the topics I've discussed. For your lesson for today, maybe you could try and be a kinder person. It doesn't cost anything, but it really is a good thing in a world full of negativity. And I guess that's it. Have a good day, guys.